Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Chuck from the Psychic Couple. This is just a sound test. You should be only seeing a black screen. There is no video on this. And if you are not hearing me for any reason, in the Facebook Live, you can go in and say that you're not hearing. We should be on Facebook Live, Instagram Live, and on Twitter Spaces. So if you're not hearing me, you can go in the event on Facebook and say that you're not hearing us, as we now have 2 minutes before we go live with our show.
Yeah, let us know if everybody could hear us okay. If anybody's even in the chat rooms.
That's Facebook.
Oh, I'm live on Facebook and I'm not getting that.
We go into Facebook and I just told them that we're going to be checking, so I better be in there making sure, right?
Yeah.
Yes, use the event discussion to any concerns regarding audio. Not in the live chat, and we'll talk to you about that once the show comes on.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is the Psychic Couple. I'm Jen Bizzaio.
We're getting feedback because I went into the event. I apologize. I'm getting out of it now. I didn't realize it would do that.
And the number to call in to reach us is 860-866-4793. We'll take your calls live now on the show. You could also reach us at www.psychiccouple.com, as well as www.cbizzaio.com and www.facebook.com/the Psychic Couple, or you can turn around and you can text us live on Facebook right now. And also we ask for your name, your birth date, the town or city where you're texting or calling us from. And we do a reading from that. And your one question, please. Just one question. We want to make sure that we have time for everybody. A little bit about us. We've been doing this for several years. We do it because we want to help people. We're a little bit of a mixed bag. I use the Akashic Records. Chuck?
I use intuition, empath, come from a long line of, as far back as we can trace back my family lineage, with psychic abilities, but not everyone in the family has it.
I come from a lot of empaths and intuitives as well.
Yeah, and my abilities are different than my sister's abilities, than my brother's abilities, than my grandmother's abilities, and so on and so on and so on. We all had different abilities. We all had different got feelings, insights, and premonitions, and like I do some mediumship. My sister sees ghosts on a regular basis. And she can almost call upon them, and she could give you a reading on the spot and that's why I don't usually do that many of them, because it's not something that
you care to do.
To me that's kind of, I try to stay positive. My brother is more on the creepier side of the paranormal. I try to stay positive. So a lot of my stuff it's all based around
the white
God,
light,
the white light, the universe.
And speaking of, let's do the tools of protection.
Yes.
Before we get any further.
Okay. Yes, the tools of protection. I'm glad that you're staying on track. Okay. Everybody clear your mind. Take a big deep breath in and breathe out. Try to relax. Everybody surround yourself with the white light of the Holy Spirit. Surround yourself with the golden ring of love and fill it with the green, flowing, healing energies. Please surround us with a double-sided mirror that repels all negative energy and allows only positive, influential energies to flow freely. Please use Asna's shield for protection and Asna's sword for defense. I love you, my Lord, God, and Jesus, and Asna. Amen.
Amen.
I'd like to thank Sylvia Brown for the tools of protection, who introduced me to those. I thought it was a bunch of beep when I first heard about it, until I tried it the first time. And
you feel different.
You do. And when you have somebody that is about to come up to you with something that is about to be negative, and they see their reflection, their soul sees the reflection of negativity at them, how quickly they will veer off and go in a 360-degree
turn. Yeah.
Yes. And I saw it one by one by one by one, and I have sworn by it ever since. I use it for everything. And we are on a special time. It is from 8 to 9.
Yeah, we just watched
Jeff Bellinger
and the mysterious
New England legends and history. It was at the Morris Library here it was a Zoom meeting, thanks to
the Morristown Library.
Thanks to the Morristown Library, and not in person.
He told several stories. We got to see him, and there were several pictures that were put up.
We've seen him live. Now we've watched him.
In Zoom.
And he does a TV show. He does a weekly podcast. It was a very good show.
Quite interesting. He backs a lot of his stories up with newspaper clippings and a lot of facts. So It's quite interesting if you ever get to see him.
Yes, and it would help if I'm on the. Oh, I guess it really. Yeah, it does matter because I'm on the wrong date for my document, but you can keep
Well,
talking.
as long as you've got questions that can be answered, it really doesn't make a difference if it was asked this week or last week. I'm sure people are still listening. And I've got at least one in the chat room on this device.
Well, in case people are wondering, yes, last week if you listened to the show, we had our internet was going in and out.
Yeah, I think it's still kind of glitchy in some.
And we were, and I've been trying to do all the technical stuff and try to be a participant in the show. Being a participant in a show is extremely important to me, so I don't want to give that part of it up, but at the same time we're doing this all with technology, and we now have 7 devices.
8, including the music.
8, yeah, you're right, 8 including the music.
9 including the speaker.
9 including the Bluetooth speaker, you're right. Devices that are up and running, and they seem to be all functioning properly. We are on Facebook Live. We are on Instagram Live. We are on Twitter Spaces. I am also recording the show so that it goes and you can listen to the audio only
directly in the podcast
later on in a podcast. But today is January 11th, 2022. We are the Psychic Couple. We are on at a special time. We usually have it from 7 to 8.
But because of this special show that we wanted to participate in, we're at a later date. We advertised it last week. Next week we'll be at our regular 7 to 8 show.
Yes. And what we're going to do, and we're going to dive into some of the questions that I'm getting, and I'm actually trying to find them. Don't tell me I can't find my questions. I did this last week too. That's a blank document. That's not good. I had coordinated and put all the questions all together into one document so that I had all the questions that were asked prior into one document, and I'm not seeming to find it. But there's 2 documents, and maybe I accidentally named it the same name.
Oh, maybe.
And I'm scrolling through. What is the phone number to call in live? Because if they called in live right now, they could begin asking questions at any time.
Yeah, the number to call in is 860-866-4793. Again, that's 860-866-4793. Or at www.psychiccouple.com or at www.cbezio.com or at www.facebook.com/The Psychic Couple, or you can type it in live right now to Facebook where we're on live, and I can answer your questions there. I need your birth date, your town, your city or country, and your question, please.
Eureka! Guess what I just found?
Yay!
Last week's. No, I'm just joking.
You're funny. Really
it's not
funny.
last week's. Sorry. I'm trying to be better than I was last week, because last week I was so miscombobbled. I blew out my left arm today, and I'm in a lot of pain, so I'm trying to operate 9 pieces of equipment, do the show.
I think it was 8
with one arm. But yes.
No, 9. You're right.
Okay. So there's a couple of new things. The phone number to call in, and we want to do live phone calls. When we did this years ago, 5-6 years ago,
We did it live on the radio.
and in on Blog Talk Radio, and we were swamped with calls. We couldn't get enough, and I know we're just getting back into it. So, but the phone call is to call in, or you can text, or it's through the WhatsApp app on Facebook. The number to call is 860-866-4793. Our website is www.psychiccouple.com, all one word, psychiccouple.com. If you want to be able to go back to any of our old, because we've been doing this every week now since the beginning of December, it's hashtag Psychic Couple or hashtag Psychic Couple live readings. And I did the Tools of Protection, and the Tools of Protection is brought to you by
the Church of Love and Light and Minister Chuck.
And Minister Jen. Yes, we're both ordained ministers, and we are from the Church of Love and Light. And if you would like to become members of the Church of Love and Light, you can go to our website at www.cbezio.com. Do not be surprised, those that are watching in the Facebook Live or Instagram Live events, that you are getting a black screen. There is no video for this. It is audio only. Now, in order to do a psychic reading, when you call in or if you ask your questions on
Facebook,
okay.
We need to have your name, your birth date.
Name, just first name.
Yeah, just first name is that your birth date,
Month,
and your
birth month.
City, town, and state or country you're living in.
Yes, so it's your question, your first name, your birth month, your birthday,
and your question,
and your city, your state, and your country.
And you can get as specific as you want, but those I won't call out your birth date, or I won't call out your city and state. I won't call out certain things, so it stays more private. I'll say Carol in Cleveland or Dennis in Ohio. I won't say much more than anything else. And your question.
And your questions, and I have some questions that have come in prior. Prior to the event, you can fill out a form I have set up. You can post your questions in the event discussion, and I will read those questions live. And I've said this before. The phone number to call is 860-866-4793. You could text that right now live. You could use the WhatsApp app through Facebook, and it will connect directly to, and Jennifer's the one that is, I believe, no, actually it's connected to my Instagram this week. I might have to disconnect Instagram in order to take calls and get text messages. Instagram was first for the first week. It was our trial. I'll know next week not to use that one. But during the show, you can complete the form, like I said, or you can call in. We are no longer going to be doing the live chatting in the live event. Reason being is it's confusing. There's a bunch of people asking, and the questions are all over the place. Last week, Jennifer was trying to ask questions, and there were 3 people asking questions, and they were getting mixed up. So we're trying to create a little more of an organization. And one little plug. The Psychic Couple is now accepting limited new clients. We don't do this on a full-time basis. And they are only e-readings. There's no actual in-person readings because of the COVID pandemic.
Or video readings.
Or video, yeah, video.
Chat.
video chat, e-readings. We can chat, we can text, we can use WhatsUpp,
Messenger, WhatsApp,
direct messaging, you name it. Anything electronic, we can do. And we're more than capable. Payment methods, we will accept payments through Facebook, Zelle, PayPal, Venmo. Use the same number I've been giving you. You contact that number, leave your name and number, and
we'll contact you
on how
and we'll figure out when's a good time and place.
And for payment. Once payment's received, then we will schedule the event. And you can also use the good old-fashioned, it's old now actually, email. Not snail mail, email. Readings at psychiccouple.com. It's readings at psychiccouple.com. And couple of announcements.
Yeah, let's get into a couple questions. We haven't done any yet.
None?
No.
Oh, and we're 20 minutes into the show. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm sorry, but it did take me a little bit of time to find the questions. Okay, first question. Okay, it's Mary, and she doesn't give the city she's from, but she says she's from France. Her question is regarding COVID. She says that she's getting depressed from all the news regarding the pandemic. Is France going to have any more lockdowns?
I see at least one more, and things are always darkest before the dawn. It's gonna get a little bit worse before it can get better. We still haven't seen the peak since the holidays, but it will start to get better soon.
I think that Mary needs to get out more.
Get some sun.
And get some fresh air into her lungs. See and hear the outside noise. Yeah, I mean, I'm not talking about going up to a bunch of people and hanging around people.
Take a ride
and getting
somewhere
sick.
in the country.
But yeah, getting outside of your apartment and actually getting a little bit of fresh air, get the blood flowing, get your lungs breathing, get some fresh air into your lungs, get it into your oxygen stream. You're gonna feel better. And
they call it COVID cabin fever.
Yeah,
not to mention it's a dead of winter.
It is. It's cold, but people can take little brisk walks. We like to take rides on nice, sunny, blue sky, no bad weather days here in Connecticut. Mary did not include her birthday, so if it was, she wanted a more specific, good thing that this was a general about France. Include your birth month and day, because it really does help kind of like pinpoint and narrow the scope of where we're going. But if it's meant to be, if she's open to the reading and we're open to getting the reading, then
it's usually
we're going to connect.
Pretty spot on.
The next question comes from Corey, and he doesn't give a city or state, but he was born on January 28th. That makes him an Aquarian. So Jennifer would be an expert of an Aquarian, or me being with her for going on 32 years, an expert at being with an Aquarian, all the things that she wants to deny about an Aquarian's characteristic.
All right. What's his question?
His question is regarding money. I purchased stock, and I have lost lots of money. Ooh. Will I get it back, and how do I tell my wife? Or should I tell my wife? Should be the question.
You should tell your wife. And then you need to rearrange your stock purchases. Ford and marijuana should be two purchases you need to make.
Not the purchases you want to make, but the purchases that.
No, I'm saying those two.
I'm only joking.
Those two stocks are going to be going up.
Okay. Yes.
Also in Elon Musk and the other one there.
Tesla. Oh, you mean Elon Musk and SpaceX?
Yeah,
You're talking about going to space.
Yeah.
Well, you are a little spacey today.
It's Elon Musk and the other one.
Jeff Bezos, Amazon, Blue Origins.
Yeah.
Am I
those are
it's a good thing that I can get inside of the brain and
well, otherwise it's just bouncing around in there and it won't come out the tongue.
Yes. It's a good thing I have the tongue today, you have the brain.
Yeah, that's it.
It's usually the reverse, but we have another question. I lost it. Okay, Jeff. I think this is spelled or said Alabaster, Alabama. Born on December 6th, a fellow Sagittarian. His question is about romance. I wondered when that was going to come up because romance has to be at least 50% of all questions. That's okay. Romance is important in everybody's life because you could be spending the majority of your time with that person for the rest of your life. Romance is important, but this is about
mid to late February.
When will I fall in love? Oh wait, did I ask the question or are you going to answer the question before I ask it?
Mid to late February.
Did I ask the question? Or are you just going to answer it before I ask it?
I just get mid to late February.
Okay. Jeff.
What was the question?
When will I fall in love?
Oh, alright.
You will meet the person in mid to late February. I don't think you're going to... No, he will fall head over heels. It's going to take a little bit longer and don't be distracted, Jeff, when she doesn't seem to be a little more hesitant. She's bringing a little more baggage. But let me tell you, this is...
Keeper.
Second last name, Sarah, Samantha, is right for you.
An S name.
Sarah or Samantha.
Stephanie.
This one's close to home. Right down the road from us, Bantam, Connecticut. May 22nd.
Mackenzie's birthday.
No, hers is on the 22nd. Or 26th.
All right.
Mike and Shayna got married on the 22nd or the 21st? Oh, it's close enough. They're Gemini. Okay. The person's name is Fran. She's from Bantam, Connecticut. May 22nd. Romance. What I tell you. I got married last year, but I'm not happy.
Oh.
Is that why you were like, oh?
Yeah, I don't see it.
Lasting?
No.
Fran, this is what I see. You have a hard time speaking your mind, and expressing yourself. And when you were hesitant when he asked, you didn't want to hurt his feelings. And then it just took on a life of its own. And in order to get out of this, you're going to have to be communicative. You're going to have to
communicative.
And
going to have to start speaking up, dear.
Believe it or not, Fran, I don't think the marriage is going to last for two reasons. And it's not just because you're unhappy. Your husband's not happy either. You should have not gotten married. He thought that's what you wanted, and you thought that's what he wanted. And
actually, neither one of you really wanted it.
You like each other.
You're friends.
And you're going to be friends. And I get a vision of you guys like having a cup of coffee when you're like 50 in a restaurant and you laughing about, can you believe that we were husband and wife?
Or that because you've been
friends. Because you're friends. You enjoy each other's company. But husband and wife,
It's not quite cutting the mustard.
Yeah, no. And don't feel bad because...
Don't despair.
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if Frank turns around and says, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said his name. Fran. Don't be shocked when your husband turns around and says, oh, thank God I didn't know how to say it.
Yeah.
And don't be brokenhearted, because your first reaction is going to be that you're going to be brokenhearted. That, oh my God, he's thinking this, and maybe if he had put more effort in it, I would have been more happy. No. This is the right thing to go.
It goes both ways.
You're going down the right path by saying neither one of you are happy, and
it's time to call it quits. You put in an effort.
Okay. Another question is from, real quick, phone number to call in if you want to be live and want to talk to us live and ask your question live. The phone number is 860-866-4793. That's 866.
It's 860. 866-4793.
I was going to say, something doesn't sound right. Okay, so Molly from...
Yeah, you're bass backwards.
Yes. What?
You're bass backwards.
What?
Bass backwards.
Oh, no, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand what you're trying to get at.
Right.
Yeah, Molly from Florida City, Florida. April 30th. Her question is regarding money. And I am being sued for an auto accident. Will I lose the case? No, it will settle. And you will think you've lost the case because you've settled. Don't bring it to trial. I'm telling you right now, do not bring it to trial.
Just settle.
Because you will lose it. There's two paths. You can go down here. One is you unhappy. One of them is you unhappy for the rest of your life financially. Take the road where you're just unhappy now. And that's settle. Joe. No city or state or country. No birthday. His question is about a job. Will I get a new job? This is the job market, folks. If you're an employee, you pretty much can pick and choose what you want to do, where you want to do it, how much you want to get. They are desperate. There's over 11 million open jobs right now.
He just needs to start looking.
You need to decide what you want and tell them you are available, and it's not like it used to be,
he really
folks.
needs to put an effort more towards looking.
You need to make sure that company can sell themselves to you instead of you selling yourself to them. The number to call.
And I see towards the end of February.
Oh, will I get a new job? Yes, you will get a new job. That was the question, right?
Yeah.
I didn't answer the question, did I?
No, you just went off.
Okay, sorry. I say what I get. I'm sorry. I say what I get. By the time I start talking, I totally forgotten the question. And I just start talking about what's coming to me. So, okay. Dale is from Amelia, New York. No birthday. And this is regarding a haunting. And she says that she sees dead people. Okay. Why? And it has started happening recently. No, well, that doesn't say that in the question. But she says started seeing dead people recently. And it is a family member. And...
well, her grandmother had the sight.
Yes. And she never really had it. Oh. Well, in a way, if she kind of can remember back to
when she was young,
her childhood memories of her best friends, that everybody in her family convinced her that they were not real, they were imagined, that she completely wrote them off. But now that she's approaching that age of 30, it's coming back. And this is why you see dead people. Talk to them. See what they want. And if they scare you, use the tools of protection.
Just tell them to go away.
They are on our the tools of protection is posted on our website at www.psychiccouple.com or www.cbezio.com.
And warn them, so you're not going to talk to them if they're going to scare you.
Yeah. Some of them might just want to be acknowledged. Some of them just need to be told to go home.
It's time to pass over.
But if you don't want to, no, Dale does not want to be a professional medium.
If you don't want them bothering you, just tell them to stay away.
And ultimately, like I say, with junk mail, just ignore it. Just toss it. Put it where it belongs. If you don't want it in your life, don't let it consume you or ruin you. Okay? It's as simple as that.
You could also sage your corners of your house and salt your windows.
This is live psychic readings. It is January 11th, 2022. And we are on a special time from
8 to 9.
8 to 9. And we'll be back on our normal time next week from 7 to 8. Unless you like the 8 to 9.
Yeah, give us some feedback and let us know which hour is better for you.
Okay. The next question. Roxanne. New York, New York. Born on March 10th. She's a Pisces. I say that because that kind of helps me. I get a feel for the different
Zodiac.
The different characteristics that. So it kind of like frames the question for me. Not that I'm tapping into her being a Pisces, but do you understand what I'm saying by framing the question? A question coming from a Pisces is like, and a question coming from a Sagittarian could have very different context.
Mm-hmm.
So, Roxanne, New York, New York, March 10th. It's regarding housing. Will I move to a better part of town? Is there a better part of town in New York? No, I'm only joking. I know there's a lot of beautiful
but not for
places.
about 3 or 4 more months. The weather's too cold, and it's just not right. You're not gonna find anything that you like.
Well, yeah, not that it's gonna be. I mean, better part of town. It's gonna be like basically
not until March
in New York City. But when you're saying cold, you're talking about it's cold and drafty in the place that she's staying at now. And she will find a better place.
Nice bungalow.
Yeah. And I was only joking about New York City. I personally wouldn't live anywhere near such a big urban area, but I'm a country kind of guy that wants to be more with nature than I want to be with the
trees,
urban blight, light, sounds, chaos, craziness. But some people can't survive without it, especially if that's what they grew up with, like she did. The next one, another one down the road from us, in Collinsville, Connecticut. Do you know where Collinsville is, Jen? Because you don't know, it's a small little community between Burlington and Canton. Okay.
All right.
They got a beautiful dam there with the old factory that was on the dam. Okay. It's a beautiful little community. Newtown, Collinsville, Connecticut. August 8th. She's a Leo. And her question's regarding love. Will I ever find Mr. Right?
Yes.
Did I tell you her name is Newton?
No.
Newton, from Collinsville, Connecticut, born on August 8th. Will she ever find Mr. Right?
Yeah, it will be this spring or fall. This spring or this summer at a town festival.
That means you're going to have to get out when the weather's nice. Wear your masks because COVID won't be over.
A parade or if it's a carnival or something, some kind of town gathering.
And you want to know how hard it's going to be to find Mr. Right? Just say hi.
Oh, we have a Daniel Bazile watching.
Is he related?
Could be.
Huh. Does Daniel Bazile have a question?
He hasn't said anything yet.
Yes, he will make more money in 2022 than he did in 2021. I guarantee it.
As long as work stays steady and COVID doesn't interfere.
The next question comes from Indian Shores, Florida. I like that. I like the name. I don't know if I would like Indian Shores because it's too hot and muggy and buggy and swampy. And
all right, a lot of people like that.
It's a beautiful, beautiful community.
Wouldn't mind visiting.
Yes, visiting, yes. Harper from Indian Shores. Wonderful name. Wouldn't want to live there. November 1st is her birthday. A psychic gave me a reading. Are they correct? Oh, we don't auto-correct our,
we don't step on the toes of other psychics.
No, we do not. But I can tell you that your question was regarding love. And I won't tell you if that person was right or wrong. But I can tell you the relationship that you're trying to get back into is wrong for you. And the relationship that you're going to find at the end of this year will be right for you. So, everybody, no death predictions. And we do not step on the toes of other psychic mediums. No negativity. We do nothing with curses. I had a question, and I didn't even put it out there. Someone was asking me about how to remove curses and how to remove curses. But I know the next part of the question was going to be how to put a curse on. No love spells, no curses, no spells, none of that. No, not
all
here.
of that can be twisted and used.
You want to go. You want death predictions. You want curses. You want spells. You want negativity. Else. It's like, okay, we're serving McDonald's here. You want Burger King? Go across the street. Okay, because we're not doing it here. Next question. Allie. I think it says Madeline. Metaline.
Yeah, Madeline.
Madeline Falls, Wisconsin. June 3rd. She's a Gemini. Why will you not do death predictions? Oh, I think I just actually got into that. I was actually starting to answer her question before I even got to her question. Allie, I hope I answered it. We don't do negativity on the show. We don't do negativity readings. Now, if it's a private reading and you want to know about it,
no,
and I'm comfortable with answering it, I will answer it. But I most likely will not even open the door for it. But I will tell you,
it's too draining, and I tell everybody, go in the bathroom, pull down your pants, look at your right rump cheek. If you got a blue stamp there with a date on it, there you go. If you don't, that's up to God.
Mine is red and it's on the left cheek. Does that matter? Oh, sorry. Okay. I'm only joking, by the way.
No, that's the date I branded you when I married you.
Oh, I was looking at it upside down. I thought it was reading in the mirror, you will live forever. So,
sounds about right.
Life is eternal. Okay. Yeah, no death predictions ever. Too much negativity. But you can't unhear something. So if somebody asks a question, I won't do it on the show. I will not do, but in a private reading, if I get the answer and it comes to me, I will be more than willing to share. But I won't deep dive to look for an answer into anything negativity. Okay, Christian from Ashland, Louisiana. He is a Virgo. August 30th is his birthday. His question is, money. Will I ever have enough money to retire? Christian, you will never feel like you have enough money ever. Ever, ever, ever.
No.
But that doesn't mean you don't have enough money to do what you need to do to survive without putting your body through the ringer.
Yeah,
yes, you have more
enough
than
to survive on.
You will have plenty of money to survive on retire. Continue with your savings in about 5.5 years. You will retire. You will retire with the same lifestyle you have now. And you will, I'm not saying...
As long as you plan a budget and use your pension well.
He could spend his full-time, all these extra hours in planning a budget and living by a budget. He don't have a lot of time now because he's always worried about, it's always about, I don't have enough, I don't have enough, I don't have enough. And you don't have to worry about that going forward. Stacy from Dutton, Montana, born on April 1st. And our question is regarding romance. Romance. I'm in a love triangle and I can't decide.
The end of April, early May. You'll have enough and you'll figure out which one's for you.
Dark hair, blue eyes. Not the blonde hair or brown eyed. It's kind of like almost mirror imaged there, but dark hair, blue eyes. Yeah. Opposite in personality too. One you're very attracted to. The other one you just can't get enough of. You want to spend all your time with. That's the one you want to be with. Or that's the one you're going to end up with. He's the dark-haired, blue-eyed
one. Yeah.
I say dark-haired because I'm not sure if it's black or brown. I see dark hair but these bright blue eyes. And it's in part of the triangle now, Stacy. Okay, Brenda, my sister's namesake. Winthrop, Washington, May 6th, romance. When will I meet my soulmate?
About 1.5 years. Maybe 2 years.
Yeah.
2024.
In 2 years.
About 2024.
Yes.
January of 2024.
I can tell you, Brenda, your initial reaction's going to be, that's too long, that's too far away, that's too...
Oh, no, it's going to fly.
No, it's not. You know what you do between now and then? You decide who Mr. Right is for you. That means go out and test the water. You
ain't going to find him if you don't play, you don't look.
It's a family-friendly show. Play? What do you mean? Play like Monopoly?
What I mean.
Do you mean like...
meet people, mingle.
Oh, mingle. Get out and socialize with your masks and socially distancing. Get on a dating app.
Yeah.
Get familiar with people and their personalities.
Learn to date.
And their characteristics.
Learn to meet people. But in about 2 years.
Okay, did Brenda. Next one. She's from Canada. Michelle from Essex, Ontario, Canada. Born on October 10th. She's a Libra. And hers is about a job. I don't make enough. Where do I get extra cash?
Look. Go on the wanted ads. There's so much stuff out there for you to do. It's just unbelievable. Look for something you're interested in and go from there. And then make yourself a good resume and start sending it out. You can go full-time or part-time depending on what you want. It's pretty much a picker's market.
And I know this is about job, but this is a money thing. Her concern is that she doesn't have enough to pay for the bills, and some is better than none, but talk. You need to talk.
You're a good communicator. Use it.
You need to talk to these creditors, and you need to basically say, I want to pay something that I can afford.
But I can't afford it all at once, and work something out.
And I know, and I just closed down my computer. Accidentally tried sliding it over.
So in the meantime, you can reach us. The phone number is 860-866-4793. And you can reach us at www.psychiccouple.com, all one word, Psychic Couple. And you can reach us through www.cbezio.com or www.facebook.com/The Psychic Couple, or you can text us live through facebook.com. We're on right now live. We've got another 10 minutes to go. We're on live from 8 to 9 this week. We'll be on from 7 to 8 next week, our normal time. Unless you guys want to send us a text and see which hour is best for you, 7 to 8 or 8 to 9. And we'll,
breaking news. Did you say what would be next week?
7 to 9.
Our normal is from 7 to 8, but...
Yeah, 7 to 8.
But you had made the agreement with me that you would not schedule these. You would do this a week at a time instead of saying we're here every week.
We're not here every week.
Guaranteed,
but we're here next week. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Unless we come down with COVID or we put out a special announcement.
No. We are going to come down with COVID.
Hey, you never know. It's what, 25% here in Connecticut now?
I'm actually quite shocked. I've been getting a lot more psychic abilities coming in because there's a couple of things that I have to be removed from when it comes to psychic abilities, and that's if I'm recovering from something like an injury, like my arm. I hurt my arm, and believe it or not, in the last 45 minutes, I have not thought about my arm, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
The second, and it's probably going to come back really bad at 9 when we go off the air. The other time is if there's a strong emotional connection. I'll give you a perfect example. And not good with negativity. So if I'm grieving over the loss of someone, I'm not going to be the psychic you're going to want to come see. So I don't say I'm available 24/7, 365 days a year, because if I can't give you 100%, I guarantee you, this is what I can guarantee you, that I will not do it. I won't. I will give you 100% or I give you nothing. Will my 100% be 100%? Meaning, am I 100% accurate all the time? Absolutely not. Nobody's 100%. Only God is.
Yeah.
But I will give you my 100% if I'm giving you a psychic reading.
Yeah.
Next one is Mick. M-I-C. That's Mick, right? Mick?
Yeah. Mick or Mike.
I think maybe, I don't know, Mick or Mike. Duncan from South Carolina. April 3rd. He's an Aries. His question is regarding health. How do I do Reiki, Reiki healing on myself?
Well, you have to sit quietly in a room that has a window you can see through. Probably at dawn or dusk, whichever is easier for you to meditate in or at. And maybe a white candle to help you focus. And you need to breathe into your nose, not through your mouth. And then you need to focus on that part that's bothering you. And you need to hold your hands or hand over that body part until you feel the heat come from your hands. And you need to rub it over that or hang it over that body part for a few minutes, a couple times a day. And just focus on the green flowing, healing energy.
There it is. There it is. I was going to say, and you forgot step number 1.
The warmth of the heat and coming from your hands. And think of the white light of the Holy Spirit.
Remember, God gave us all the tools to create this masterpiece we call our body. It came from nothing.
And if you focus,
and it created itself.
Enough.
We can do it again. It knows how to operate
a couple times a day. This can and will help alleviate a lot of joint pain, muscle aches and pain, Charlie horses, a number of problems. Once again, it's only a temporary respite. If you do this, you need to make sure that you remember it's just a respite and you don't want to re-injure or hurt yourself. So you want to take it easy.
Another thing is, and I say this not only with your body parts, and I will talk about your body in 1 second, but you do this with all animals, children, including newborns, all the way up to the elderly, anybody that is comatose, anything that is alive. People do not realize that
you can reach out to them.
There are more cells alive in your body than there are known stars in our known universe. Okay? And they are all alive. And each one of them have a function, a job, and know how to do it. And guess who is in charge? You.
You're in charge of your body. You gotta tell it
to that part of your body.
Tell your body. Tell your knee that
you
it
understand.
Needs to heal itself, and the cartilage needs to come back, and the joints need to start to toughen up and rebuild themselves. I call it
stupid human syndrome. Tell that part of your body, you realize whatever it hurts. Ask it what's going on. You need to know what's going on in order to heal it. You understand that it hurts. It's telling you it hurts. You will be careful with it. It knows how to fix itself and repair itself. And you will do all that you can, including the Reiki healing and encouragement by not re-injuring yourself or, giving yourself a respite to relax so that it can heal. Talk to it like it is alive, because it is. Every cell is alive. Every animal, every child, every comatose patient, every elderly patient, they are alive. Talk to them like they're alive. If you hear me talking to animals like they're a human being, you'll understand.
They can understand you and it can respond.
More so than you can ever imagine. Next question. Jennifer wants to go on to the next question. Helen from Williamsburg, South Carolina, born on July 25th. She is a Leo. Her question is regarding money, and she doesn't give me a question. She just says it's in a category she put money.
Alright, so she wants to know about cash supply. It'll be slow and steady. You'll be able to make ends meet, but it's gonna be tight. You'll get a little bit of a surplus in the end of February, and you'll be able to pay your taxes.
And I know a lot of people are
sewer taxes, but you will get back a nice tax refund.
This is a psychic couple prediction that is a little bit off, but it just came to me, so I'm just going to blurt it out. A lot of people are concerned that because of Omicron and everything that's going on, that the Super Bowl is going to be canceled. It's not going to be canceled, but there's a possibility it could be delayed. But it's not going to be canceled.
And I don't think there's going to be anybody allowed in the stands.
Well, we'll see soon. It's not that far off. Next question, because we're getting down to the nitty gritty. Wanda from Sinclair, Wyoming. Can't see her birthday. What is that? There's something. It looks like it's December. Oh, it's Christmas Day, December 25th. It's regarding.
Wow! Congratulations.
She just had a birthday. I know somebody else that has a birthday on that day.
Yeah.
Not me.
I know.
No, not me. Oh, the way you looked at me.
No, you're
like,
December 3rd.
I know you know my birthday. Okay, it's regarding a job, and she wants a new job.
Alright, my dear, well, let the fingers do the walking. You gotta start looking in something you're interested in. Right now, you're kind of thinking, what would I like to do?
So does that mean if her fingers are doing the walking, her toes should be doing the typing?
Not quite.
Oh, it was never mind.
It was a figure
That was
speech.
a bad. Okay, I'll move on.
Yeah, really bad.
I'll move on because it's 9 o'clock and this will be our last question for tonight. And it's regarding. Oh, real quick. We didn't get into too many of them. This is a spiritual and paranormal. We are answering not only your psychic questions about you personally, but if you have and you want to give us a call in, the phone number is 860-866-4793. It'll be the same number next week. And we, if you have any spiritual or paranormal questions, and yeah, so Ruth from Douglas, Arizona, and today's her birthday. Happy birthday, Ruth.
Yes, happy birthday, Ruth.
January 11th is her birthday, and her question is regarding omens. Are flies and snakes a sign of a bad omen?
No, not necessarily. Flies and snakes are also creatures that clean and get rid of other more nasty vermin. So I wouldn't necessarily take
flies are?
Yes.
Get rid of nasty vermin?
Yeah, they let you know that there's other more nasty vermin around. But they're not necessarily bad omens.
Yeah, I know the horror films like to use
flies as something disgusting, but they're not.
And they like to use that deep-rooted.
But if there's flies and there's something else, there's something else you gotta find.
In the Garden of Eden and make reptiles an evil, negative thing, but they're not, and that's something we can talk on a whole nother show. But this has been live psychic readings with the psychic couple. Our website is www.psychiccouple.com
and www.cbezio.com.
And all of the instructions on how to ask your questions prior
or to get a live reading
while we're live will be posted prior. Until next week, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Chuck.
I'm Jen.
And we are the Psychic Couple.